Most of my videos are about old consumer electronics, but occasionally I do other things. I've had videos about my yard equipment before, lawnmowers, snow blowers, chainsaws, stuff like that. So here's another one of those, but I don't want my subscribers to think that I'm abandoning consumer electronics. I'm not. And for anybody who happens to be visiting from like garage equipment, well, welcome, and I hope you like this video. This is a 1999 Harbor Freight lift table hydraulic, and we're going to take a look at it today and how it's going to help me prepare my billy goat for the fall vacuum season. It's from Central Hydraulics. It's item, what is that, 38074, and I've adapted it with a big sheet of plywood to make it bigger. It's only about 19.5 inches wide, and it really can't hold big lawn equipment. So I've got a big piece of plywood on it, which I was inspired by. I think it's Tim the Tool Man on YouTube, and certainly Bruce Pender. This is sort of showing the underneath of it. I don't like the way it lowers. I don't like that little knob. I prefer a more standard trigger lever knob, but back in 1999, that's what we had. Getting it on, I have these two little 2x8s with ramp art ends at the top of them. It's about a foot high to get on that table, and those help. I don't think I could do it without those ramp art things. And when I get something on there, I use a little piece of trim and got a couple little clamps to put behind the wheels to keep it from rolling backwards. And here's how I clamp the front. You can see I got two 3-inch C-clamps that are kind of finagled in there to hold things down. Now, this is the way I do it. I'm not saying this is the safest way, and you'd have to decide for yourself if you want to do this. It's certainly not necessarily the right way. Probably better to bolt it to the table, but I just haven't done that yet. So I have one on each side there of the arms. And when it's up, I just have to keep pressing down the foot pedal. I probably should have counted how many times I had to do it, but I don't know. It's probably about 35 times to get it up. And the top of the table only goes up to about 33 inches from the floor. So, but that's a pretty good height to make it easier to work on things rather than getting down on the floor all the time. It certainly is a big help. So once it's up, this is how things look. I've got that little piece of trim behind the rear wheels. And this is the widest piece of lawn equipment I have right now. It's about 27 inches wide, I'm not sure. But it just barely fits on that little platform. I'd have to get a bigger piece of plywood if I got any bigger yard equipment to stick up there. But it works for this, and my lawnmower is not as wide, but it's much longer. So it fits up there, and I have no problems with the snowblower. It fits easily. So this is my, I think, what, 1997 or so billy goat. Sucks up leaves and chips wood and things. It's got a Honda engine on it. I'm getting it ready for the fall. It has a little problem sometimes. I'm going to check it out. And to lower it, just turn that little knob, which is kind of awkward, keeping the wrist like that. I'd rather have a nice little trigger that would lower it. But I can lower it fast or slow. Then put the ramps back on and back it off. It works pretty well. But something this big in the garage is going to have to do double duty if it wants to earn its space. So I use it as a portable workbench too. Slide things around. Just I don't leave it lower down to the floor all the time.